So you're sitting there playing Black Ops 6, sweating as hard as you ever have before, trying as hard as you ever have before, and there's just nothing you could do. You go 30-29, the next game you go 30-28, slightly better, but still pretty bad. And then you're just trying to sit there and think, how are when I watch YouTube videos or streamers and all that kind of stuff, why don't their enemies shoot back? Well, guys, there's a few things that is happening that I'm going to talk about right now behind the scenes that a lot of people are doing and utilizing in order to get those lobbies. And that's why you'll see games in Warzone where someone will drop 80 kills in quad solo. It just doesn't make sense, but let's get into it. What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Black Ops 6 video. Like I said, man, today we're going to be talking about how to get easier lobbies, how do the YouTubers do it, how does everybody do it, the streamers, all that kind of stuff. Why are their enemies so easy and yours are so hard, and skill-based matchmaking just seems to hate you but nobody that you watch? Well, if you watch a lot of my videos, you will see that I do have skill-based matchmaking lobbies. They are crazy and they are annoying, but I do want to say the first one I want to talk about is also going to be the sponsor of this video. So here's method number one, the sponsor, NUKES VPN. No lag VPN. If you guys are playing on Verdansk right now, you know the sweatiest of tryhards are currently on the game. So why not play like the olden days and actually bring the lobbies back to where they should be without all that horrible skill-based matchmaking?
No lag. It's just bots, you're the king. No lag, it's no lag. Kill streaks, dubs, let's win.
You'll be able to get a bunch of kills, a bunch of wins, and not have to worry about the sweats.
More kills, more wins. Stay on top. No lag, no lag, no lag. Kill streaks, dubs, let's win.
Now, if you guys want to get your hands on No Lag VPN, make sure to go down to the description below. I got you guys covered with over 60% off. It is insane. You guys are going to save a lot of money. Go ahead, use it, get nicer lobbies, play a lot better, and don't have to focus on the sweats. All right. Now, that's one way to do it. Probably the most popular way to do it and the most well-known way to do it as well. But what if you want to get into a lobby that is a lot easier than any VPN lobby you've ever gotten into? Well, unfortunately, it's not as cheap as No Lag VPN, but it is a possibility. If you have two consoles or two systems in general, you could do it. Now, one thing is that if you were to actually two-box, that's what the method is called, it's been banned in Call of Duty. It's impossible to do alone now, right? So not only do you need two systems, you have to have a buddy who also has two systems, which is why you'll see a lot of streamers doing this, because to them it's no issue. They have their PlayStation, they have their PC, or they'll have two accounts on their PC and whatnot, two different PCs. It's a little easier to get it that way, right? But if you're playing solo and you want to do this, I'm going to tell you guys, this method that I'm about to talk about is going to be really impossible on solo. All right, it's just not going to work out too great. But what a lot of the streamers do is they'll have their main account and they'll have a bot account. And the bot account is going to be an account that they purposely play on maybe 10-20 games and do really bad. They'll shoot towards the enemy but never at the enemy, so that the game can think that their accuracy is really bad. They'll play multiplayer, die 60 times, get 4 kills in an entire match and stuff. And this is all on purpose. They'll throw grenades, die to their own grenades, all that kind of stuff, so that the algorithm could think that they're actually really bad. And that's why it's called their bot account. And then they have their main account, the account that they'll slap people with. They'll go crazy on it. They'll go like 100 kills and 2 deaths and all that kind of stuff. And most of it's not legit, because if you know skill-based matchmaking, you know that they would be playing in lobbies with people of their skill, and dropping a nuke would be impossible to do video after video. It just doesn't make sense, right? To drop, someone has like 300 nukes in Black Ops 6, let's be for real, right? Skill-based matchmaking, no one's that good. Not even Scump has 300 nukes and stuff. But anyways, back to topic. What they normally do now is that's what you were able to do. You're able to have a bot account, your main account, then your bot account finds a lobby, you join your bot account in session, like as he's searching for a lobby, you join it the minute he finds a lobby that's not full, and then you back out with the bot account, and your main account with a 5 KD is now in a lobby with people of a 0.10 KD, theoretically. That's basically what happens, and that's why a lot of times our enemies don't shoot back. But Treyarch got smart. They blocked people from doing that. How'd they block people from doing that? Pretty simple. You just can't join someone when they first find a lobby and all that kind of stuff, or if they're searching for a match, which is pretty cool. I got to say, thank God they did that, because it was getting out of hand. But people are smart. The same day they did that, they figured, Well, now we'll just play together with other streamers and their bot accounts. So what do? 3 streamers join up in one lobby, or 2, doesn't matter. And they all join with their bot account as well, which is why I say on multiplayer, if you're playing 6v6, you can't have more than 3 people doing this. And then this way, they have 3 people in their lobby with a 0.01 KD, and then they got 3 people in their lobby with a good KD, their main account and stuff. So with these 3, you got 6 people in the same party. The average KD now drops tremendously. If they're a 2 average, and they're playing with someone that is 0.1, their average KD is going to drop to a 1.0. Is it going to find lobbies in a 1.0? No, it's going to find lobbies mixed up between 0 and anyone between their KD and slightly higher. So it's going to be lobbies where they're all the way playing against people with a 0.20 KD up until like a 1.20, I would say. So this is really easy theoretically for them to drop nukes, because if you're a 2 KD player on average, it's not going to be hard to get 30 kills without dying on someone with a 0.5 KD. It's just simple, right? Like, if you're that skilled and you're playing against bots, you're going to win most gunfights. These people, especially in the lower lobbies, like at a 0.10 KD, and I'm not bashing anyone with a 0.10 KD, but let's be realistic. They're not good. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but if you got a 0.10 KD and you don't have missing fingers or any other disability or anything, you're not good. And I'm not being mean about this. I'm being like completely serious. And it sucks that they get to play in those type of lobbies. But it is what it is. And that is method number 2. Now, is there a third method? Is there an easier way to do this? Well, if you're watching someone where their enemies are shooting back, and their enemies seem to be pretty good and stuff, but for some reason the person you're watching never seems to die, or always seems to be getting headshots or upper chest shots, and just knows where enemies are consistently, especially when you don't even know if an enemy is going to be there, because there's no hints, there's no sound, there's nothing on the mini map, there's nothing at all to tell you that an enemy is there, nothing at all. But they know that an enemy is there. They run by 50 buildings, do not open a single door. They get to that 51st building and they know that someone's there, so they open the door, they bash in, they slide and shoot. They're basically cheating, let's be honest. They're definitely hacking, especially if they're running by building after building. They don't enter them, they don't do anything, and then there's that one where they just know some dude is behind the door. That's weird to me, and I will never condone hacking. Do not do that. You are not skillful if you're doing that. That's gonna be it for the video, guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a big fat like on this one. Subscribe to the channel with those notifications turned on. Those were the 3 methods to get easier lobbies. Just don't do the last one, and you're gonna be good to go. All right. If you guys enjoyed this video, drop a big fat like. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.